Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is a fun one as I have a few parcels to open up and I'm going to show you exactly what I've been picking up from Vinted to resell on eBay. I'll walk through with you guys what I paid, why I bought each item and how much profit I can expect from each one. Right, let's crack open some of these parcels. I've got 5 here to start with. I've got a few more at the shop to get, but there is one in here which I'm really excited about, which could potentially be a 3-figure sale. Right, let's start with this big boy. Very nicely wrapped for once. That is a surprise. Look at that. But this one is not great. What we got in here? This is nice. This is like a lucky draw. I don't know what I'm going to pull. What item it could be. All right, this looks like a jacket. Okay, cool. Right, so first item I purchased was this nice Berghaus puffer. And it is my size. I'm a size small, which isn't normally something I would pick up. I try to avoid small because it doesn't sell too well. But this is like a 2-in-1. If it fits me and I like it, I might keep it. But this is, I reckon this is a down one. Oh, the logo's fading a little bit on there. Logo on the back. Looks all right though, nice condition. Let's have a look inside. Right, so Pertex, which is always a good sign. And I'm hoping it is down feather. All right, unfortunately it isn't down, so I took a gamble and it wasn't down, but it is the quantum one. So right, so I paid a total of £11.39 for this jacket. That includes the postage and the buyer protection fee, of course. Now that for me is very expensive, and I will move on to that later when I go through what the average cost is per item, because I don't normally source on Vinted. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I've literally just fractured a bone in my foot, so I'm unable to get to the charity shops and car boot sales. They've also been rained off, which sucks. And they are my normal sourcing routes, and I pay around £5-6 per item on average. All right, so what can we expect for this? I'm thinking it'll go around £30+ quite comfortably. I have to do a little bit of research. I'll pop a comp up on the screen as always, but yeah, should be safe with that. Not huge profit because of the cost of goods, but I might keep it in the end anyway. All right, let's move on to this next one, which is beautifully wrapped in a sheen bag. You might have just seen the logo there. This is a lovely brand called Fragile Raven. And I think they called it, what was it? Fragile Ravel jumper. And I saw the little logo on the front and I thought, yeah, that's got to be worth a buy. So yeah, just a basic lightweight jumper, nothing special. They normally tell you what it is in the inner label. So let's have a look. Yeah, this one is the High Coast Light Sweater. And I thought it was a medium, but it is a small, which is very annoying. As I've just said, small doesn't necessarily sell that great all the time, but this is a strong brand, so I am pretty comfortable. I will get £30+ back on that one, and I paid a total of £9.29. Right, next one. This is also very nicely wrapped. Bam! Oh, in a bag as well. Fair play. That doesn't normally happen, especially on the Vinted pickups. Right, this is a nice brand too. Nice, look at that. Half zip. And it is a brand called Isobar. This little sheep or lamb on the front. And it is normally 100% merino wool. There you go, there's the branding on the front there. I'll just have a look in there. Yes, so 100% merino wool. And I paid a total of, again, £9.29. Anyway, these comfortably go for £30+, and I've sold them many times in the past. This is a nice size as well, which is, I think, is an XL. Oh, it's a size XXL, even better. So that is a lovely big size. Perfect time of year. My jackets and jumpers have started selling. Higher value items are starting selling, so that is great. All right, let's have a look at this one. Nicely wrapped again. We'll take that. What have we got here? Whoa, this is a beaut. Really nice brand. This is Ann Sons Trading Company. Oh, this is nice. Pearl snap, little logo on the front there, shawl style. That is very nice. Very happy with that so far. It is a large, nice heavyweight one. And yeah, I paid a total. I paid up a little bit for this, but I have no problems. £13.49 all in. But I will expect at least £50 to £60 back on that. And as always, I'll pop a comp up on the screen. That'll do really nicely. Pearl snap buttons, double pocket. Yeah, I'm going to push for at least £60 on that one, I would imagine. So yeah, very happy with that one. And I picked it up quick. And one thing to note is competition on Vinted now is insane. There are bots that pick up items for people. So like the bots are picking up like these type of items, Rab, North Face, anything under a certain metric that they put in, the bots are buying it. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, sometimes I see something, I click it, I'm like, yes, it's in the bag. It's gone. Literally, and it's just been listed. It's crazy how quick it is. But yeah, picked up that one. No one saw it, which is very nice. All right, let's move on to this little beauty. This could be the banger. Let's see if it is. Because if it's real, we are in luck. Come on, baby. All right, nicely wrapped again. 5 out of 5. Can't complain with that. In tissue paper. That is fancy. But this is worth it. All right. If this is the real deal, I'm going to be so happy. So this is a Brazil football shirt with the number 9. If you don't know, it is like Fat Ronaldo, as we like to call him back in the day. This looks legit so far. I'll just show you the label on the front there. You got a Nike fit. Oh, that looks dodgy to me. I don't know. That says Brazil. Let's have a look on the inner label, see if this is the real deal. That looks all right to me. See if there's anything else. No, there's nothing else. So I have to do a little bit of research to double check that that is correct. Condition looks good. A little bit of wear on the 9 there, but the logo looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. I think we're all right. I think we are right. That is not a replica in my eyes. So this cost me a massive £13.29, but I believe the exact same one just sold for £124. So I think that could be the best pickup of the week. And I'm really happy because it is a beaut of a shirt. I did contemplate just keeping it because I had a few shirts that I really like. But yeah, I need to get the profit back in, especially as I've fractured my foot and I'm not sourcing as much as I normally would. I need to keep that cash flow going, I think. So yeah, really happy with that pickup. And it looks like the real deal. Picked it up really quick. God knows how it was still there. Because most of the time, these football shirts fly on Vinted. They're sold within seconds. So yeah, super chuffed with that one. That is a really nice pickup. We have 2 more, which I don't actually have on me. But wanted to talk about them. I'll put them up on the screen. So the first one I picked up was these Shuffle ski trousers, and they were brand new with tags. Yeah, with the buyer's protection and the postage, it was £21.37. Now, looking at comps again, I'll pop one up here. They were going well over £100 for these exact same trousers, a big size. People will start skiing maybe soon, and I've sold a couple of salopettes in the last week and ski trousers. So yeah, people were picking up this stuff, so good time of year for it. So yeah, pretty happy with that pickup as well. All right, and the last one was a Uniqlo down-filled gilet. These sell really well, nice and quick. That was £8.24, so that is £5 with buyer's protection and postage. That's the actual total if you're buying something for £5 on Vinted. That should go anywhere from £20 to £30. I'm hoping for like, 30-ish pounds on eBay to get a decent-ish amount of profit. It's not that great, to be honest. All right, let's talk about total cost now. So I'm going to average these all together and see how much it will cost per item. Right, so I've done the calculations. I've spent a total of £86.36, and then I divide it by 7 items, and that is £12.33 per item on average. Of course, the Shuffle trousers were £21.37, so that brings the average up quite a bit. But let's say around £10 per item on average. It is quite expensive compared to my normal sourcing routes, which is, it's okay. There are some really nice items there that I never would have found in a charity shop most of the time. Like the Ann Sons trading, I've found maybe 3 times in the millions of times I've been to charity shops. So yeah, it is luck of the draw as well though. But can I do it sustainably for the remainder of my foot being fractured? I'm not sure. I can't stand sitting on the phone, scrolling all day. Sometimes you find nothing. One thing I have learnt though is the weekends are the best time to snipe on Vinted. You can pick up some great stuff. Normal people just getting rid of their old stuff are on. Through the week, it is more kind of like more pro sellers and a lot more expensive items that I've seen, in my opinion. Of course, there are people doing this big, like I'm talking 50, 60, 70 items a day. So it is completely possible if you know what you're looking for. You've set up your parameters, save searches. If you've got them all set up, then you are good to go and you're likely to pick up way more than me. I'm just not that good at it. Let's be frank. But it has been interesting. Well, I've got the time and I'm not out and about, trying to source on Vinted and seeing how I got on, basically. So the question is, will I continue sourcing on Vinted? I think I will, actually. I'm not spending hours and hours just sitting there. I just cannot do it. I'm not that kind of guy. But I will be hopping on random times of the day, maybe like 10, 20 minutes, see if there's anything good. And yeah, picking up stuff like this, which I'm over the moon with, really happy with that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and you got some value from it somewhere. I will see you guys in the next one. Appreciate your time. Peace.